This is very Mr. Rogers. This should mean something. Well, here we are. We are live from Little Hollywood. That's the new name of the show.
Yeah, join with video made sense. It was kind of a pandemic thing when we were all Zooming and stuff. But
Yeah.
we are live from Little Hollywood, which is
And-
a neighborhood in East Nashville.
Yeah. And it's called Little Hollywood because...
It has all those cool little stucco houses, just like Hollywood.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
there's a slight swelling of attitudinal glands amongst some of the people. No, actually, there's
Wow.
not. It's actually the nicest neighborhood I've ever lived in.
Yeah, there's some pretty A-list music people that live over here, but they are not swelling with attitude. Which is
No,
one
I
nice thing
know.
about Nashville. You don't get a lot of that.
I
here.
know. It's
refreshing.
It's uncommon. Well, welcome to Live from Little Hollywood. There's a sign, actually, that says Little Hollywood.
There is, yes.
Will, who is helping us exist, said we should just set up the show around the sign. Like just set up a
we
desk
could do
right
remote
there.
someday. Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
3 houses away.
Can we borrow the sign? Do you think it's really attached to the ground? Because maybe we could just bring it in here and then bring it back after the show. Would they mind, do you think?
It's pretty attached.
Okay.
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
We can make our own.
Gina, I don't know if you know this, but one of my passions is looking on the free Craigslist
Oh,
category.
I bet there's some weird
Have you ever visited
stuff on there.
that?
Well, yes, thanks to you, I've explored a little bit.
That's where the real action is.
A lot of weird stuff, a lot of weird people.
Yeah, a lot of
Craigslist in general.
If you have like a craving or a fetish for like ugly, large furniture on somebody's front lawn,
That might have been out in the rain.
it's always outside. Like they really don't want that thing anymore.
Yeah.
Did they not notice that it was ugly when they
That's
first
when you
saw
know
it?
it's bad.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I have some shelves sitting outside my house leaning on my garbage can if anybody wants them.
Shelves?
They've been out in the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, little shelves.
I like that. It's funny because it's like the person doesn't want to see it anymore, so now everybody has to see it. It's interesting.
There you go.
It's kicked out of your house, but everybody's got to see it now. So
I
anyway,
can't stand this eyesore in my house anymore, so here you go.
right. Okay, so this is,
What'd you find?
I don't know if you can see this. Can we see that, Will?
It's glared.
Ah, it's the way we
What
like
is it? Maybe I can describe it.
Yeah, you read what it says.
Oh, my name is, the
Gina.
phrase curb alert. It says, free iron. I couldn't get it to work. Maybe I'm just not smart enough. I'm going to the dump tomorrow. Text me if interested. I don't know how smart you have to be to get an iron
isn't there
to
like
work.
one?
Can't see the text at all.
No, but she's gonna read it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Gina's for. We got her because she can read.
All you have to do is plug it in, I think.
I mean, if you can take a picture, it's a nice photograph. Okay, here we go. Here's another on Craigslist. I guess this isn't free. It's $40.
$40 for that. Oh,
Read this, Gina.
AirPod. Let's see. Apple AirPod first generation charging case and free rights AirPod. Well, some people might be deaf in the left ear, so they wouldn't need one anyway.
If you like the Pips, but Gladys Knight not so much, this is for you. If you don't care for Tina, but like Ike, this is for you.
I like that they throw
No,
the case in.
I know. I went against the grain there. Sorry, Will.
It's like it's got to be worth something to somebody.
It is funny, the I like Ike. Boy, he didn't cash in on
I
that
like
phrase.
Ike. Oh,
I dislike Ike. Yeah.
Ike.
I mean, $40 for that? I don't know. All right, here's another one.
Seems a little steep.
Speaking of steep, read this one, Gina.
Better way bidet for free if you can uninstall it from my bathroom. I wouldn't go near somebody else's toilet.
So they're selling their bidet, and they're not even unhooking it. So to get that thing, you basically have to like crouch down to where their
your
butt
face
was.
Your face.
And you may want to shut that door.
There is not enough hand sanitizer in the world to make me want that free bidet.
I want to get all these things and spend the day with them. The one ear. I want to sit on the free bidet. You know what? Let's try it out.
Right earpiece.
All right. This I just can't figure out what that is.
What is it? Is it art?
It is now.
Zoom Tube Racers Kit.
Steven, any idea? Zoom Tube Racers Kit. Is there a bicycle
Starter Zoom Tube Racers Kit, all parts intact. I think if you were probably like an 8-year-old boy, you would know what that was. That's my guess. Because it has some sort of neon blue thing happening,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Well,
It's a mystery.
we don't. If we have any 8-year-old boys watching, let us know. All right, Gina, how about this one?
It's Miss Piggy needs a new home. She will come up for food, but not a huge fan of being pet. But otherwise, it's super easy to have around and gets along with everyone. We're just thinning out the herd and no longer need her. About 2 years old.
Not wild. You can buy a
Potbelly pig. Somebody in the neighborhood has a potbelly pig in East Nashville.
Who?
That's a pet. I can't remember his name. It's something like Mauricio. And he gets out every now and then, and people post, like they do if they find a dog or a cat.
Yeah.
And there's a potbelly pig running down Basketball Street.
I don't understand how it could be. It
They
is
make good
super
pets.
easy to have around and gets along with everyone, yet not a huge fan of being pet. What else would
Yeah.
you do with it? Have a conversation?
Yeah, you
I
can't
mean-
touch it. Don't touch me.
It's like you're lucky anyone wants to touch you. This one. This is a very typical free item
Free
on
lazy
Craigslist.
boy chair. It's peeling, but still comfy.
We can see. Thanks.
It
Thanks for
looks
the
like
heads up.
like a burn victim.
Could
really.
you be or electric chair?
Some apologies to burn victims.
Used it on an electric.
Yeah, or somebody spontaneously combusted in that chair.
Could you be comfortable in a chair that was that ugly? I couldn't.
No, it would skeeve me out.
Right, it
it
would-
skeeves me out just looking at it.
It's
It makes me itchy.
yeah, the low quality. I kind of want this guy.
What is it?
a
It's a hedgehog. I love hedgehogs.
I know.
People keep
Does
them as
this mind
pets.
being pet?
Oh, I can't see. A 2-year female hedgehog needs a new home. Takes a minute to open up, but once you play with her, she's sweet.
You seeing a thread here? They all doesn't like to be pet. Takes a minute. That's why they're on the chopping block.
Yeah, that's the reason they're giving that one away.
This one confused me at first. I thought it was like kind of like a sexual aid. Read the headline.
Free full queen headboard. Oh, free headboard cream.
So I was like,
Oh. What is headboard cream?
does a headboard need lubricant? But it's the color of the headboard.
Yeah.
I didn't get that at first. I thought there was such a thing as headboard cream. Okay. How about this? Did you know that there's a... Check this out.
Electric eraser refills, 5 boxes. I didn't even know there was such a thing
I know.
as an electric eraser.
Not only are there electric racers, but they've got the refills.
Interesting. The
Kinda
world is
want
a
one.
fascinating place. Now
Does
that
it just
you
go
know,
like... I thought electric
tear a hole in
erasers
the paper.
were undo. When you hit on...
Oh, that's electronic
Do
erasers.
you ever like forget that undo isn't available in everything?
Yes.
I do too.
Yes.
Like,
Undo.
I drew something with a pencil and I wanted to I'm like, oh, I don't like that. And I'm like, oh, there's no undo. For real.
Wouldn't that be nice with life? Like if you say something, you put your foot in your mouth.
That
you
happens
just
a little bit
undo,
with me
undo.
because I put my foot in my mouth a lot and I'll just go rerouting. Here we go. Look at this one.
3 round break steps. Oh, those are lovely.
So let me get this straight. The house is gone.
House that may have
But
been
the steps remain.
tornado, a fire, made the house go away. Those are very nice round front steps.
How can somebody pick that up?
You have to take them apart with a sledgehammer,
No.
probably.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's for but it's like a round.
I see it. It's beautiful, but there's no way to pick that up without taking a sledgehammer to it. You take your chances with that.
You don't think it's like a kit?
No,
Oh.
I think it's
Okay.
PPE coveralls. Oh,
So the coveralls, but look at the activity.
spraying down the equipment at the gym. Yeah,
I mean, of all the things to be the activity,
yeah.
like,
that's a
huh?
little icky. Germs at the gym.
Like-
Well, gyms are very germy
what
places.
gym is that? But wait, if you, it's bad for you to get somebody's germs on you? Like for real, like so you're on an exercise thing, exercise cycle, and you press the button, and they press the button. So the germ from their finger
Not
gets
just
on your
germs,
finger.
Scott. It's stuff. It's things you don't even want to think about.
You know what? There was a hair in my salad the other day.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
have that much problems with hair. 'Cause it's like, I don't know, it's not that bad, but
Well, I hate to tell you, but a lot of the stuff that if they test certain,
I know. You're not going to
Surfaces-
use the word feces, are you?
I was going to use a nicer word, but yeah, that's
I thought
that's
feces was the nicer word. Is there a nicer word than
Well,
feces?
poop. You know,
That's a nicer word than
Every-
feces?
everybody poops.
Everybody. I love that song by REM.
Maybe we should bring on one of our guests.
In a second, but this is my favorite. You got to really read this description slowly.
The meat bird. Free meat bird.
Free meat bird.
Free bird.
Read this.
Free bird. Now that song's in my head.
I know. Read this.
We have a Freedom Ranger meat bird, about 1.5 years old. My kids are too attached to her. So
Okay, stop right there. My kids are too attached to her, so the kids love this bird. And then what's the sentence after that?
So we're giving her away for meat to someone else.
Wouldn't I? My kids are really attached to this. They love it. So we're giving it away for meat. Not even. Jeez. All right. Well,
keep a chicken. How long is the lifespan of a free-range chicken or chicken?
I don't know. But speaking of free-range chicken, that was Gina.
Free-range pickens.
Yeah, Gina came up with the name for that segment. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
It's pretty damn good.
It was the meat bird that inspired me. You know,
ding, ding, ding. There's the sentence we didn't think we'd hear today. It was the meat. I think it was Gina Frary Bacon in 1776 that said it was the meat bird that inspired me. Well, speaking of meat birds and inspiration,
we have a lovely meat bird.
We're going to bring on, she always walks in when we're going to bring somebody on.
Wow. Well, let's bring her on.
All right, let's do it. You're walking straight on. Look at that outfit.
Sorry,
Ziona.
Fresh from the driveway.
No. We're prioritizing people we cut off.
Suit and everything.
Ziona, practice a little bit more. We don't want any pitchy problems.
Guys. Wow. Caitlin Evanson is back. Hooray.
Thank you, everyone.
I'm so glad you're back. You had like 1.5 minutes last week where you played a song in it.
I've cut off my own time yet again.
By being late.
Should I be Santa or should I be a cougar?
Susie asks me that every night.
I like the cougar.
Okay.
With the spacesuit. This is an amazing.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You know what I am?
As far as I know.
I am the cougar teacher at space camp for the teenage boys.
Oh, I bet
I've
they
gotta
love
stop.
you at space camp.
Inappropriate.
This space camp coverall is they're just amazing to me that somebody would let those go.
I know.
So you could find them in a what was it?
Well, there's a Belmont kid who found this.
Oh, wait a second. You're supposed to go there, and then she goes there.
Oh.
I was like, why isn't this working?
Now,
This
is this your lapel mic or is this?
No,
This is
that's
mine.
good.
That's yours.
One
just
day
have
we're
to
going to
make it
laugh
work.
at this. Not today or tomorrow, and maybe not even in our lifetime, but one day.
John Lennon's gonna be up there laughing at it, I hope.
I think John Lennon's up there saying, Yoko, stop giving Paul my cassette tapes.
Oh.
That's what I think, realistically. Stop giving him my cassettes.
He's probably happy that they're friends.
They're really hard up for comedy when they have the neighbor, Caitlin the neighbor, come over, because I'm not really funny. I'm like one of those almost funnies.
Maybe you should switch, because see how why don't you switch lapels?
Here we go.
Switch lapels?
Yeah. Let's just do it right. Let's just
Okay.
take our time and do it right.
Oh, I just
So guys, what have I missed? And I'm so sorry for being late. You know,
There you go, man.
you know what? Let me just
We
say.
were going to stop doing a show, but just because you are a guest, we're like, we have to do another show.
You just got tipped again. Switch your mics.
Oh, nice. Maybe there was a little cleavage.
I don't know.
We got tipped
I
again.
made sure of that.
Nice.
Here.
You got
That's why
the
we
breast
can't be
of
on
my...
YouTube.
Right.
You got the breast of my
Yeah.
love.
Well, you were saying something when you were... what were you
That's
saying?
the coverall.
So here's the thing, it was inexcusable, but it was excusable, guys, because my parents just moved to Nashville. And from Washington State, no one can afford to live up there anymore, and it's beautiful. And
it's cheaper here than there.
it's cheaper here than there. But here's the thing, Dad wanted to have like a visit, and you can't not do that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I will regret. I'm 44 years old. I know, stop it. I know I don't look like it. But I'm not going to regret any moments that I am visiting with my dad.
That's a good
So
point.
I'm looking at my watch going, gotta go now.
Oh, you should have brought him. We need a studio audience.
You know how long it would have taken to get ready?
And even later.
Oh, are they the
Need to
are they
put
the
my
divas?
shoe on. No. I mean,
wait.
he doesn't talk like
How
that.
old are your parents?
Well, they're a rather, since they're not going to watch this, they're a rather old 73.
Okay.
No offense.
No, that's what...
They're the best people I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you have to
nice to-
explain that.
It's nice that they came here to be with you.
They did.
Yeah.
They
Where are
came
they going to
Close
live?
you.
Well, much to the joy of my husband, they finally found an apartment and their move-in date is January 27th. They've been here since September, but as the daughter I don't care. They can be here forever because we're really, really tight. We're really close. But my husband is like, I want my life back. I want to try and remember how to be sexually active. I wanted.
Everybody's going into their own worlds. We all just took it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sex is just. I think the older you get, the more you realize that is by far the best thing in life.
We were made to get naturally high, and we don't do it like all the time.
I know.
I mean,
That's
y'all,
why
it should be once a day. Self-care.
That's why there's terrorists. They need to get laid.
These terrorists need to get laid, and they
all
wouldn't be
those
so
endorphins.
terrible.
Can we tell just tell real fast to people how we met?
Okay, guys. Are you wait, now she's the interviewer? Is she supposed to ask me?
Well, I talk a lot. So.
Back and forth.
He talks.
Wait, this is like it's like a conversation gangbang.
Conversation gangbang, guys. Self-care once a day.
New name.
So new name. Conversation gangbang
All right,
is
tell 'em.
asking me how I met Scott. Okay, so my husband and I, speaking of which, back in our sexually active days before my parents moved in with us, we went to a Christmas party just down the street from Scott's house.
In Little Hollywood.
Yep.
Little Hollywood.
Sober as a judge, we go. And sober as a judge, we leave the party. It's frosty. Both of us are too lazy to wait for the defroster to work.
Oh, I always do. I do that.
Yeah.
Or I'll just
I
get
do
the
that
one little
too.
sliver I did. I'm like, I got it.
Yep.
down.
We didn't have a sliver, y'all. And we went. And I thought, well, we know these roads. I've been here for 23 years. We do this.
Yeah.
So the defroster's happening, and I said, well, babe, it works a lot faster if you, and I'm in the passenger seat, to be in the back seat defroster. And I'm like, it works better if you turn the vent this way. No, babe, turn it this way.
Into my wife's car.
Oh.
And we both looked at each other, like with that pause of like, oh, fuck.
Right.
Were you in the car?
No, it was parked. This was the middle. I mean, to us, it was the middle of the night.
It was
Yeah.
midnight for us grown-ups. That's pretty late.
Yeah.
And so we both were just like, crap. We were going like 1 mile an hour. I kid you not.
The second time someone's crashed into Susie's car, and she's got eyelashes on it. You'd think people
Yeah,
would
it's
notice
really
that.
Cute.
Someone who has eyelashes on their car, their pride and joy, and we do that. And 1 mile an hour, we thought it was
Yeah.
just a kiss. No way. We got out, and I think the slow pressure is what cracked the whole thing off.
I'm trying to remember how much damage it was. So we got a
was a
note.
lot.
So we got a note, and it said her name, and we were just, now you just look on Facebook anytime there's a new thing, and I'm like, Suze, Taylor Swift's violin player hit your car. She's like,
Only in Nashville.
yeah, it was like, nice. Yeah, only because of that. She's like, oh my God, we should so have her over.
Oh, and then you did. It all came out in the wash. We totally made friends because these guys are bros, and just about everyone in East is just lovely artists like this community.
It's a great place.
And so they prepared a dinner for us, and we were about to have a double date dinner. And do you remember what happened?
No, I forgot about the whole event.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Oh, you got called to go to like Beirut the next morning.
It wasn't Beirut. I actually called you. He called me and said, "Are y'all coming? Because you're not here yet." Meanwhile, I'm in Pittsburgh. I was hired by an anonymous billionaire who basically, no offense, but paid to open for the Rolling Stones. Oh. And I was in his band on salary. And I'm in Pittsburgh getting this text from Scott, where are you? It's dinner time.
Dinner's getting cold.
And you were like, oh, shit.
So I called
That's
Scott
strike
and said,
two, Caitlin.
Scott, you're never going to believe this as you're sitting down to dinner waiting for me. I'm in Pittsburgh getting ready to open for the Stones.
It's a true hit and run.
Scott said, it's true hit and run. Scott said, that sounds like diarrhea.
Oh, to me, if I had to fly to, where was it again?
To Pittsburgh to rehearse to open for the Stones.
Yeah, it just, that's, like in the olden days, I would have been like, oh man, I hope one day I'm like that, but like,
no.
in reality, I'd be like, my stomach doesn't, I just don't like to have to be somewhere. And then what? You got kicked off. You got, they fired you.
I didn't get kicked off. Did I get kicked off?
But something happened. I don't mean to bring that up.
No, it's totally okay. This guy...
With the 4 cameras and 3 mics.
You know what? Okay, because it's relatively anonymous, I'll tell you. Usually these billionaires' wives because I worked for the late Paul Allen, and he's from Microsoft. So he did not have a jealous wife, but these guys tend to have jealous spouses. And I was told in this gig to dress less sexy. Don't smile as much. Don't be within 10 feet of the boss.
Wow.
And if you get a picture anywhere within 10 feet, you're fired. And so dress less sexy. Don't move around like that on stage. And I said, you know what, guys, I don't think this is gonna work.
Getting fired is like a compliment. Like, I'm too sexy for your money. Too sexy for your money. Good for you.
Apparently, all original parts was a big threat. So
Really?
sorry. Okay.
Wow.
Wait, what does that mean?
That's so discouraging.
True vintage, all original parts. Maybe the wife wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, because they don't always have all the original
That
parts.
jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
That's
Yeah, it
I'm
is the
really I
coolest.
can't believe
I may or may
don't
not
own
have
that.
borrowed it from a teenage boy at space camp.
Oh, for real?
He was 18.
You know the all right, so
I'm just kidding.
There's so much I want to do with you. You're like those little transformer things. Like what else can we do? I mean, you really
Well, you had interview questions last time, right?
you knocked our socks off last week so much that we didn't have enough time for you. The interview, yeah. Did I have questions for her? I mean, I have so many. You didn't get the $1 billion from Taylor Swift. I do. You know, people.
right,
I mean,
right.
it's a thing. I mean, forever. It's a nice name. I would do your bio like this, forgetting all your talent. I would just put Taylor Swift in like the biggest font in black bold, and just be like toured with Taylor, and then
Ringo Starr.
Yeah,
It's
I
big
know.
font too, I would say.
I know. I just feel like the Ringo and Paul are just like they're everywhere. Like they're like delivering the mail almost.
They're everywhere, like clinical depression.
I told you this off camera.
Resume is like a tour poster.
Yeah.
Like a festival.
Yes,
Yes.
like where it just says that name, but
Yeah,
your bio is
and,
like
like,
so
groovy.
small you can't even see it.
I saw Ringo on the Greenway right over there.
Yeah.
Right after his show here.
It's pretty crazy. And
Yeah.
you were
I
polite
didn't.
again.
Would you have approached him?
Well, I've met him already.
Yeah, but would you have circled around?
100%.
Yeah.
What would
I
you
know.
say?
Well, I met him already.
Right.
Oh, okay. I would have said, I'm sure you don't remember, and I'm sure the last thing you want is somebody walking up to you saying, I'm sure you don't remember, so I'm not going to say anything more, and then I would walk away. That's literally what I would do.
He'd have some funny comment.
You know what, though? I love the Beatles more than not more than my girls. I always tell the girls, I love you more than the Beatles, because they know how much I love the Beatles. So that's
Okay.
the
That's
way
pretty
that
good.
they, and
That's
I'm
good.
like, I love you more than the Beatles. Ringo, I did meet Ringo and I met Mick Jagger both in the same week and for extended amounts of time. It was just bizarre. Ringo is, he's not a front man. So he's actually not, he doesn't do the charm thing. He's a little bit curmudgeonly. And if you watch the Beatle interviews, and I love him dearly. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just not his personality. Whereas Mick Jagger is the bigger name ultimately, I guess, as a frontman for the Stones. He was like really accommodating and making me laugh, and I made him laugh, and that was like a thing. But Ringo was, and he was also, I think when somebody in your band is murdered, you're a little bit standoffish with the
Dude.
public.
Yeah, they've been through a lot.
He does do the elbows thing. All right, so we're going overtime today, right, Will?
Yeah, we have 11 minutes and 21 seconds left.
All right.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
Encore.
Did I tell you about when he walked out on Regis and Kelly? Maybe.
No, you
Off
walked
camera.
out.
Last week you did.
Oh, I did. Okay, thank you.
Nice.
We'll let it go.
Well, somebody was listening.
Well, obviously it was memorable for you, Scott.
I know. Sorry. I was so taken with all the other parts of you.
Scott said last week, Kaylin is the best person to have 3 minutes with.
That's hot.
That's a
That
compliment.
is hot. Paris Hilton would say that's hot.
It's,
that's hot.
Yeah.
It's quality, not quantity, or something.
So you sent me some tracks you did, and I really do want to make some music with you because
I would love to.
that's,
Yeah, you said you'd been touring with other people, but you hadn't been making your own music for a while, and it's time.
Do you have your own studio at home?
I do.
Same, yeah. Full on?
Full on, Logic, big old room, finally laying out the rugs and everything, a full floor for it. I've definitely got the bedazzled longhorn skull on the wall that I
Right.
did by hand while I was trying to write my EP. and some decent speakers. And
So you have everything
You guys
which-
are all falling asleep right now.
But when are you going to put a record out?
Well,
I'll come over there and
this
we'll make a record.
Okay, so I'm a happy person probably because I get my darkness out in the music.
Yeah.
And this EP is going to come out. It's kind of dark, and
Is it dark?
I hope it doesn't ruffle the wrong feathers because it is about my history of. It's been many, many years, so I've healed and done the proper work from this. But it was sexual assault and harassment and abuse in the music industry for women.
Interesting.
And also, how many support groups are for women in the music industry for that? Strange that there's not a lot. If any, hey, reach out and let me know if you do see any, because I think there needs to be more of that.
Well, good for
And
you for
the
writing about
EP it doesn't drop names or anything. It's done in a way that's like for my healing and to help other women.
When is it going to be out?
Not feel so alone if they've experienced
That's
it.
important, Caitlin, and you'll probably help a lot of people.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah.
Did Taylor make moves on you?
Did Taylor make moves on you? You know what? Like, okay, so here's
Tell us something
And
about
it
Taylor
wasn't
Swift.
Ringo. We know it was.
Well, no. First, I want to know. Hold on, and then when is that coming out?
Well, thanks for saying so. We've only just started. We're only recording in January, the last 2 weeks
Oh,
of
okay.
January.
Oh,
so
you take your
I don't really
time.
have a release date yet.
Okay.
But you know what, guys? Help me out. Do you think I should video the making of it and share that first? Or should I wait?
Yeah, because you can hire me because that's what I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's kind of where we're
It's a
here
good
right
way
now,
to
right?
build
No.
anticipation.
Well, this could be part of your EP. Did
Here's
they
the
say?
thing, guys.
EPK.
This is kind of weird. Like, I always say too much, but I don't want to ruffle any feathers of people in the industry.
Oh.
I don't drop names,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like, how big of a deal do I want to make it?
But you're not in the industry really anymore.
No, I'm really not.
So-
I mean, I love touring with the best boss in the world, Kelsey Ballerini, right now. But I don't care. You get it. Like, we kind of don't care about
Gets to a point where you just don't care.
being a deal anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But I think if you're not naming names, you're not going to ruffle feathers. Everybody is aware that it's happening and it's something people talk about. But
Yes.
I think people might respect you and admire you for
I
it.
would just drop the name of the millionaire, even though he's not part of that album. Like, just throw him in there.
Actually, there is a
like,
quote
name
in
the
there.
album that.
We're gonna need you to dress less sexy. Please don't smile like that on stage. Don't Can you cover up more than anything? Don't show your age. Yeah, so that that is in there, but there's no
heavy.
names.
Oh, I look forward to this.
Play
good, thank
play
you.
something for us.
Okay.
We just want to have you on and on and on and on.
Well, I could go on and on. I'm a wind-up toy today.
Yeah.
I mean, if I put these falsies on, it's on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. What would you like to do? Can you just teach us how to play the violin without it sounding horrible? Because I can almost always pick up an instrument and make it sound good, but the violin does not like me. I'm blown away that people can do what they do.
No,
and-
look, it's got no frets. I mean, that
whole
alone.
thing.
is
I got
more
no
than,
frets
more,
to hold me down.
I know. All right,
more
hand
than
the
most
violin.
people can handle. There you go.
Hand the violin over, Gina.
I have
Oh,
handed-
do you want it? Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well.
Nobody needs to
How
hear
about
that.
I'll give you an emotion and you play it?
Ooh. Okay.
Awkward laughing.
Ooh.
Yeah. Sexual harassment.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
pretty descriptive. The in-laws are over the house like 1 week longer than you expected.
Well.
Same thing. Interesting. I thought you were going to play the theme from Jaws.
Oh.
How about...
So tell me about your.
I know. Can you really, yeah. How about when you see pictures of your friends at the high school reunion and, that.
When I see my friends at the high school.
In the pictures, because of course you didn't go.
Oh. Okay.
You know what? I was walking in like a Home Depot and that song was on the speaker and a guy was walking past and play that again. Jimmy Page, Jimmy Page, Jimmy Page, Jimmy. He sang Jimmy Page to that thing. It was the funniest thing. Yeah.
that was the Eminem version.
What did you play with? What was like a Taylor Swift thing you played?
Oh,
what was a?
Just kidding.
Holiday.
I know. Okay. If anybody out there grew up with, see, now my generation's getting older, and
I'm a big Taylor Swift fan, as are my daughters.
okay.
Big.
So one of the oldies that I used to kick off was. Anybody know that song?
Oh, Chloe's gonna know.
Our song, for anybody who doesn't. Our song is as close
Oh,
to yours.
oh, yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell her then. All right, we only have 5 minutes left, and we have Ziona Riley here. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Will you play violin with her doing her song?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful. Then
Let's
I'm
bring
gonna get out
Ziona.
of the way.
All right. I
So
mean,
that they
yeah.
can, maybe I'll just hang back there.
Yeah,
with
hang
you.
back here.
I'm digging
Come on,
the
Ziona.
lips today, sister. I love it. I want to
Thank
bring out
you.
my dark lipstick.
Ziona Riley, come on.
Come on, girl.
Yeah, Gina, stand here next to me
will.
and give, and then you move down one, and then Ziona, you get in the hot seat. No, I don't mean me move down. Yeah, and then crisscross. Yeah, at this point we don't care.
Crisscross apple.
All right,
Crisscross, I'll make
yeah.
you. Oh,
So there's 4
Got
minutes left. If we go offline here, we'll still keep
Okay.
recording.
Oh, cool.
So-
I mean, that's where most people see it, to be honest. But,
I
okay.
have a turtleneck, so I don't really have a lapel.
How
Do you think?
about-
Oh yeah,
yeah.
you're right. You're right. Is that good?
nice to meet you.
Yes.
Yeah, this
nice
is
to meet
Ziona
you.
Riley.
Band. Nice to
You
meet
said,
you.
what'd you say when you said you're nearly funny or something?
Oh yeah, like kind of almost funny.
You're good. You're really funny. I
Oh,
thought.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Funny
I mean, yeah,
looking.
Fiona Riley is in a band called Heinous Orcas, which I really love because the orcas are attacking the boats lately. They're getting their revenge.
Do you want to do this?
Right,
Is that better?
Right,
They
right.
saw it coming.
Here.
Yeah.
Am I still in the
Oh, we
shot?
could-
Am I like?
there we
We
go.
could sit like this.
Okay.
that
No,
work?
I got
Yeah.
this. Okay.
We're just going to ask you like 1 or 2 questions first.
Our non-cameraman is adjusting the camera.
Yeah, yeah.
Done. Now you're a cameraman.
First of all, I love this picture on
I
the
made
album
that.
art. Did
That's
you
a
really?
collage. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
It's a what?
It's a collage with, and also watercolor and pastel.
Oh, somebody said I knew the Taylor song and sang it loudly that was watching.
Oh.
And I
hopefully
think
better than
I
did.
think it was Taylor Swift that said that.
Good girl.
Stage, we don't have a lot of fans on there, but the ones we
All
do
right.
are Taylor Swift.
Taught her
So
everything
what
she knows.
song are you gonna do?
Well, you know, I think I'll do a song. The only song I've written that has a spot for a solo.
Oh,
And,
just mull around.
figure
She's
it
gonna
out.
wittily woo throughout the whole thing, no matter what.
Yeah.
All right.
This one's called Post No Bills.
Okay. When you play it, I want you to have them in your heart. I found this picture 20 years ago, and I love it so much.
And you don't know who they are?
I have no idea, but I love the one.
That's beautiful.
I love the one. I know, isn't it wonderful?
love them.
I love the
Thanks for
one
that.
had the rollers. She's like, all right, I'll come out. I'll dance with you.
She's the sassiest pose, too.
I know. I love it. All right, let's hear.
All right.
Ziona Riley with Caitlin
Yeah,
Evanson.
Post No Bills.
Snowbills.
In progress, that's what I said when you asked how I've been. Testing my limbic limits, taking vitamins, and racing my thoughts to stay ahead of them in present moments, and noticing my tolerance for loneliness. Been posting these bills on that digital wall. Been spinning my wheels in the luminous thrall of unending threads of look what I saw. Hey, look what I said. Do you feel me at all? Do you feel me at all? It's awful holding at arm's length all my dear ones. In the palm of my hand, just like the man upstairs does. My walls built of thick wheat pasted layers of humanoid behaviors, and the woman upstairs refuses to be a savior. Been posting these bills on that numinous wall. Been spinning my wheels in the blue lugubrious thrall of unending threads of look what I saw. Hey, look what I said. Do you feel me at all? Do you feel me at all? Take it away, Caitlin. but I can't escape what I'm embroiled in. I just notice loneliness set in stark relief against all this distraction. My actions speak much louder on the internet. FaceTime wasting in arrested development. Vestiges of lesser fizz that bubbled in our minds way before the onset of postmodern times. I'll post no bills, I'll straighten my spine. My thumbs ache now from typing this. Let's talk in real life, we'll talk in real life. In progress, that's what you said when I asked how you been.
Bravo.
Thank you. That was so fun.
I love flying by the seat of my spacesuit.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Flying by the seat of my spacesuit. Well, I think you guys are now a duo.
I think it's happened.
Yeah.
We're duo now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Wow. Well, Ziona Riley, that was really,
Thanks for having
really
me, Scott.
great. I don't want to ask you anything. I don't want to know anything.
All right.
Yeah, because that was that.
Let's keep it pretty professional here.
How many times have I lost the thread?